Hey, ladies, happy Tuesday. Let's get into it. Let me get live on Instagram and Facebook. I was still trying to do some stuff for work, child, and wrap up before I started the live. I should have had my stuff together this morning, girl. Happy Tuesday, ladies. Let's get into it today. I want to talk about a simple sales funnel that works. We're not going to complicate things. I just want to talk about some of the stuff that I've been coming across inside the community and see if it's relatable to you, friend. Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Y'all can see friend is I don't want to say I'm tired, but like today it's kind of like rainy and stuff here in Dallas. Um, it's rainy, it's cloudy, it's quiet. So I'm just like kind of feeling low key today. I did kind of clear my calendar, so I ain't got a whole bunch of calls and stuff. So friend trying to get some stuff worked out. But happy Tuesday, friend. Welcome in. So y'all know this month on the show we are doing the yes factor, which is all about us conquering more people saying yes to our business. So yesterday, what did we talk about yesterday? Yesterday we talked about follow-ups and stuff, right? Because some of us fear following up with people after they ghost us, once we send the price, once we send the DM, once we send the invoice. We don't hear from them, so we may get a little scared and run. So we talked about that yesterday. Hey, Rashana, happy Tuesday. Hey, girl. So today we're going to be talking about a simple sales funnel that works. And I don't want to overcomplicate this, but I want to talk about women who have service based businesses. Right? You're a coach. You sell services, you train people, you mentor people. I don't know, you got packages, you do branding, you do design, you're a life coach, whatever it is that you do. Um, I'm s- I want to make sure that we understand when we talk about. Okay, let me slow down. I often hear women say, I get clients, but it's not sustainable. Okay. It's not sustainable. It's up, it's down. When I lean in, the people lean in. When I lean out, the people lean out. When I post, they come. When I don't, they don't show up. I want to talk about how to get off of that hamster wheel. Okay, because I did it. And I helped a couple of other women do it inside their business too. So I want to talk about how to kind of get off that hamster wheel. Now, keep in mind, friend, your business will ebb and flow. We can't take the power of the ebb and flow away. That's going to happen to every business. But what I'm trying to help us understand is how to get a little bit more control. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today on the show. Okay. So happy Tuesday, friend. I know that I'm usually up on here super turned up doing cartwheels, but it is raining here in Dallas and yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So, welcome to the Yes Factor. We're gonna be doing that all month on the show, friend. So, let's talk about this idea of a sales funnel. So, how many of you have heard this term? I hate marketing jargon. I hate the buzzwords and stuff because it just feels so scammy and it feels so gimmicky, right? But when I really kind of understood the concept of a sales funnel for myself, I start to see how it works and how it makes my business more sustainable and much more predictable. Okay. Now I ain't finna go all coachy and stuff on you, but I got to talk about this. Okay. So I was on a call with someone the other day and she had these really great offers. And how many of you can relate to this? But her customers would come and they would leave. Then we get new customers. They get their product or service, they're satisfied with it, and then they gone. Then she, do social media and you get more customers. A sales funnel prevents you from being in this constant state of, oh, we got to find new people. We got to find new people. We got to find new people. Okay. So I want us to open up the perspective of when it comes to our business, are we in business with the mindset of when people come here, they sit down somewhere and they stay? Is that a part of how you think about business or do business? When people come, they stay. When you follow Conquer, come to the Conquer Club or whatever, I want you to get in here and sit down somewhere. Because I know for me as a business owner, the ability to retain people like that means I'm stable. It means I'm not constantly chasing new customers. And it gives me more leverage and more control. Thank you, Trey, for when I actually do need to sell to people. Hey, Zara, what's up, girl? So imagine if now y'all know I love a good Dollar General. Okay, say what you want. Want to be rich, but I still love a good Dollar General. Okay. So imagine if Dollar General only wanted new customers. A business is going to thrive when we get new customers, but we also understand how to retain the ones that we have. Y'all, this is the type of stuff that can shift us out of these cycles where we get people, burn out, slow down, stop. Get people, burn out, slow down, stop. You know what I'm saying? It's because maybe we're missing that understanding of, hey, when I get these people, I need to say, okay, now if I'm gonna be your graphic designer, you get this project, and here's what's next, and here's what's next, and here's what's next. You don't get no one flyer from me and think you finna go on Fiverr the rest of your life. You gonna get in here, come sit down somewhere. What's up, Ivana? Good morning. This is the type of stuff that shifts our income. This is the type of stuff that shifts our relationship with our customers and clients. And this is the type of stuff that gets us into that, I'm going to just say it, that level of respect that a lot of us desire from our clients and customers. So today, if you're just jumping in, we're doing the yes factor this month on the show because a lot of us are getting customers and clients, but we want even more. So we want to conquer that yes factor. How do we make even more people say yes to what we do? And so today we're talking about the idea of you hear this marketing jargon term of a sales funnel, blah, blah, blah. But to be honest, friend, look, listen, a sales funnel. What is it? How do I do it? And how can I get to the sales part of it? Okay. That's the only thing I be caring about. How can I get to the sales part? But what I had to unlock in my business was it wasn't just about me. With me being a coach, it's not just about me like delivering a good service. It's okay. Once I deliver that good service, then what? I mean, do they go find another coach? Like, what do you have next for your people? So, do you have the mindset in my business when people come, they stay? When they buy this thing, they can buy this next thing. Then they can buy this next thing. Oh, then they'll need this next thing. Let's talk through what that could look like. Let's talk through what that could look like. Who has a business that they want me to use an example on about what a very simple sales funnel could look like for you? Somebody tell me what type of business you have, and then let's do it. I wish I had me another Red Bull. I'm gonna have to go get me one. Because at this rate, I'm gonna be in the bed watching the rest of the show I found on Netflix. So good. So when people come, they stay. Let me see. I'm gonna see if somebody comments their business. For example, Rashana says a travel business. Oh, this is such a good one. Yours is oh we okay. Okay. Ivana says, but I can do mine at Coffee Club. Oh, me. Okay. That's fine. We talk about them both because y'all kind of have different dynamics to your business. I was gonna say Rihanna. Let me find out Riri think about me. I was gonna say Rihanna, Rashana. Okay. So let's say this is the way that I love to build a sales funnel, right? Okay. So I think that we understand a sales funnel for what it is, which is most of us understand it as like a good, or maybe you don't. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down for a second. So most of us will understand a sales funnel being like a freebie, like an opt-in that you would do. Maybe that freebie is a free workbook, a free class, a free course. What a lot of people are doing now are like these webinars or once a month classes where they're like actively selling and stuff. Hey, Monet, thank you, girl. I see you, boo. Where they're doing like these freebies to attract people. Okay. This is such a good way to get people in your world. Okay. So you have this freebie, you have this top of funnel thing. And then after you have the freebie, now this is how it is in my business. Once you download my freebie on my website, I'm on your ass. Because what the freebie does is it is a very low barrier of entry for a customer to raise their hand and say, hey, I want that. I'm actually interested in that. This is why, oh my God, this is why I'm so glad we're talking about organization this month. So let's say Rashana has a travel business, right? Let's say it's summertime. She helps. I know Rashana's business. I know that she helps women who want to do their solo trips with baby. They want to be safe. They don't want to be kidnapped on the news in Mexico, headless. Okay. Um, so I would have a freebie that say the ultimate girl's guide to her first solo trip. Okay. Now, if a girl downloads that freebie, she's probably going to be a good fit to book a trip with me later. But I ain't got to let her know that. Okay. So I want, hey, the ultimate guide to your first luxury solo trip, whatever. And I'll give her all these the ultimate places to go, ultimate ways to stay safe, and ultimate ways to relax your mind while you're away. Cool. Okay. So that would be the first part of her sales funnel. And this is how you use your social media content. A lot of us use social media content to sell, hard sell. But what if what her social media content became directing people to that freebie and that lead magnet? So if you want to go visit Mexico by yourself this summer, girl, you can be solo. But here are three things that I recommend. Download my freebie. And let me tell you what this is going to do. This is going to expose the facts around who's actually interested in your offer. This is going to expose how content alone doesn't convert. Because you'll promote that freebie, you either going to have nobody download it, 20 people download it, or 200 people download it. And if we post this freebie and nobody engages or a few people engage, that's where our bottleneck is. We'll be like, well, it's because I'm not posting enough. It's no, the messaging just isn't attractive and we don't even have enough numbers to get in the game. Okay. So that would be the top of her funnel, right? The ultimate girl's guide to your first luxury solo vacation. Okay. Now, after people download that freebie, here's where I want to talk about the details about how some of this works. If somebody downloads that freebie, if I were Rashana, I would be grabbing them within 24 to 48 hours and saying, hey, Deb, I see you downloaded the guide. Are you thinking about a solo vacation this year? Because the next part of my funnel after the freebie is to get her on a call with me for me to see what it is. Well, actually, yeah, I was thinking about Mexico. Oh, girl, Mexico. They just sent me to this new resort in Cancun. You want me to tell you about it this evening? I got some pictures and some rates, some summer rates. Okay. So you see what I did there? So this is why social media complements the type of stuff that we do behind the scenes. Like we talk about this in the Conquer Club. Do your content, whatever. Do cartwheels on TikTok. I don't care what you do. Go live, whatever. But behind the scenes, do you have a way to kind of fuel people to the yes? Okay. So that content, all the educational content, inspirational content, whatever, directing them to that freebie. They download that freebie in 48 hours. I'm talking, hey, do you have plans to do this? It's not about, are you looking for a travel agent? It's not about that. She downloaded that freebie. She may have plans for that next step. Can you act as a guide for that next step? Okay. Once she says, okay, yes. Now she may say yes, she may say no. If she say no, whatever, put her on the list to follow up within 30 days. Who cares, right? It's going to happen. Now, once she says yes, we get her on the call. Now, hold on. Let me pause there, service-based ladies, because y'all have been in business a while like me. And y'all know that just because we book a call don't mean nobody show up to a call. Okay. Y'all do be out here, booking calls and not showing up, but it's okay. I can't act like I ain't did it before. Okay. I can't act like I ain't did it before. But just because, and this is why your goals beyond a sales goal are so important, because your funnel could look like, hey, this month I want 300 women to download. I want 30 of them to book a call. I know that maybe 20 of them maybe show up, and I want to close 14 of them. That is a completely different approach in business than just posting content, hoping people come. People may lean in, they may not lean in. Y'all see what I'm saying? So this is the type of stuff that even I had to learn in my business because I'm like, man, my content is good. Like I show up, people know me, they like me, they trust me, they come to my events. Like, but this was the missing part, right? And so I've been able to start doing that for years now, which is what I use my Monday.com for because I'm tracking everybody that's coming through there. Okay. So when we think about our sales funnel, service based ladies, and we talk about numbers, we talk about metrics, we talk about data, we talked about setting goals. Yes, do your sales goal. Yes, plan your content. But what does that funnel look like behind the scenes for us to constantly fuel people to that? Yes, this actually puts you in the driver's seat. Ivana said, "That's where I am. Good content, no funnel." Yeah, they complement each other. Thank you so much, Monet. Oh, they sent me a gift on TikTok. Y'all know TikTok gifts are like the casino. Okay. I feel like a real auntie. I don't feel like an auntie until I get on somebody TikTok live. Okay. Cowboy hats and stuff shooting out my nose. I'm here for it though. Ivana says, I have a funnel, but it's not effective. The funnel, let me tell you what I think about it. And Ivana, we'll talk about it more because Ivana's in Conquer Club. But I want to share my experience with that. She says, it's wild because I built such a good business with my MLM, but I seem lost here. Girl, I think you're just refining it and getting it together, friend. That's what I think. I think you're just refining it and getting it together, girl. For real. But I want to bring up a comment that you said about good content, no funnel. I think that this is really relatable. I think that a lot of us have really good content, but because, and this was me, y'all, this is why I want to talk about this. I had really good content, but I was not actively selling. Right. And good content, I mean, unless your audience is there, right? There are some people where your audience is there. When you post something, the people gonna pull up, they gonna buy, they gonna share the link, like you gonna sell out. I've seen it. I've had a clients like that where they stuff went viral, they people locked in, and when they post something, it sells out. Okay. But for other business owners, right? Or maybe you want more control or more predictability in your business, your content complements the funnel. So remember when I gave the example for Rashonda's travel business, I made her lead magnet time sensitive and something that they have to have right now. So like even as I plan my months, I look at, okay, does everything match for this month? Okay. You don't have to get a lead magnet and use that same lead magnet all throughout the year. Okay. Have fun with your business. Like seriously, have fun with it. So for Ivana, I know she does social media, right? For my business, my freebie right now is your May planning guide. So plan your month of May, plan out how you're going to follow up with leads. And the content that I do, right? The content that I do, it complements that to feed people into it. And then I want to, get people to fall out at the bottom. Okay. It's a lot. I mean, you really got to think about, maybe you got to be in alignment. But this is why I love kind of when I had a coach that shifted my thinking to my business on a yearly basis instead of just like week to week, month to month. Allison says, hello, all. Hello, Allison. What's up, girl? Monet, we see you, girl. Monet, where do you live and what type of business do you have? She's with us on TikTok. What's up, Rian? Hey, 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 girl. Hey, Rian. We need to reschedule our call too. I was gonna DM you this morning before I started the show. Send your voice note and see what your calendar's looking like. It is getting down outside. Okay, so we're talking about a simple way to view a sales funnel. Okay, is this giving y'all any ideas? Is this making you think about? And you can even apply this. I can use Rian's business. She does hair. Um, I don't want to say she do hair to disrespect your craft. She's a loctician, right, Rian? I think you're a loctician, right? I had another loctician that I was just working with out of Memphis. Shout out to Jada. And her, even as a loctician, she was building something like a sales funnel, right? She has like a guide on how to when I say guide, I mean It ain't nothing too crazy. Ain't no encyclopedia. She says, I work with business owners to grow their business. Also, yes, welcome in. Georgia real estate and sales. Okay, Monet, we here for it. But Jada, as a loctician, she has a guide for like daily and monthly maintenance for your locks. Now, if you're downloading it, you need a lock appointment, right? And so the thing is to nurture you to get you to the next point to say yes. Okay. Rashana said, I'm glad I follow these things already. Yeah, it's definitely a game changer. It changes the way that you view your business. It changes the stuff that you work on too. Y'all know we've been talking about making sure that we're the girl that's really getting out of our busy work season and into our bag because I know me, honey, I can do some busy work. I was like, girl, that busy work ain't it. She said, it's okay. Yes, yes, you're a loctician girl. Hey, Steffi. Happy Tuesday, friend. Happy Tuesday. Make sure I cut my mic off. Happy Tuesday. We're talking about the Yes Factor all this month on the show. So we are here every weekday. I know we got some new ladies watching us on TikTok. We're here every weekday at 11 a.m. Noon East Coast times. And it's for all of the ladies that have their business working solo like me. You love your business, you're passionate about it, but you need it to be more consistent, more sustainable, getting your clients on a more regular basis and kind of getting off the roller coaster of you got to either lean real too much in or too much out. So a really good middle ground that feels good for the business year round. So that's what we're kind of talking about today. She said, "Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks, Jada." Oh, Jada, girl, Jada gonna ask for a refund. She gonna say, "B, how you coach me and then put my stuff online?" Hey, Denisha. So happy that you came to the show, girl. Happy Tuesday, friend. Allison says, I never did a funnel, not sure how. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad that we're here. So, the idea of a sales funnel doesn't have to be complicated. The way that I love to explain it and understand it for myself is that I always understand that people need something else. They need something else. They need something else. And the longevity of my business, what I think is in my ability to not only acquire clients, but to keep them. I just think about how chaotic and disastrous it would be for me to have Conquer Club. And I get people in. As soon as they come in, they immediately quit. And I'm constantly chasing new members, constantly chasing. Like that would burn me out so fast. A lot of us are not burnt out because we sell too much. A lot of us are burnt out because we have paid too much there's too much unpaid emotional labor. A lot of us are not burning out because we're selling so much that it's just burning us out. We're burning out because we give too much unpaid emotional labor to the parts of our business that don't matter, that don't pay us back, and that don't make our clients stick around. This is why I'm so big on community because as your customers come, give them a place to come in and sit down somewhere. Okay. When you come fall in love with Conquer, baby, you better come on in here and sit down. We got a daily show. We got weekly meetings every Tuesday. I mean, what you want? We got an event. Like, come in here and sit down because the longevity of my business requires me to have a group of customers that came in here and sat down somewhere. And we can bring in new people, but the retention is going to allow me to be stable. And so when you think about a sales funnel for your business, we can go into the details of this inside the Conquer Club later so I can teach the more technical parts of it. But it's more about us understanding when people come buy my thing, how do I get them to stick around and buy the next thing? She said, glad to be here and tune in. Yes, girl. She said, I need to meet her. Memphis is on my list. Girl, go on to Memphis and get you some good food. Get you some good food and get it right back on the highway and go get on up out of the girl. I ain't gonna be like that because I love my city. That's messy. Y'all know I'll be a little messy sometimes. I can't help it. Okay. So when you think about your sales funnel, it's just about this idea of when people come buy my thing, can they come stay? Okay. So like Allison, I know she does the printables, right? For teachers, for parents, for tutors. So they get their summer bundle. right? Then we talk them through how to use their summer bundle. Then it's the back to school event with the back to school bundle, right? We're going to like, what is the way that once people buy and they get that use out of that product or service, baby, what you got for them next? What you got next? Okay. I go to the esthetician, I get my little wax. They be like, now I know when you get home, you're gonna need a little exfoliant. Okay. And then after 6 weeks, when I think that exfoliant done ran out, hey, Deb, look like you've been like, what's next to keep buying from you? This is a way to get control of your business. And this is the type of stuff that we run away from because we're too afraid of the rejection of sales, which is going to be a conversation for another day. There are a lot of us where we probably got a gold mine of customers just from our past customers alone. I know I do. If I dedicated a day to reaching back out to everybody that's bought with me before, I probably could clear a couple of consults and racks easy. Is your journey, is your business designed for you to keep the people that have already came? Did we forget about them? Did we let them come and go? Or even worse, did we let them come and go, get our services and go somewhere else? Not because we weren't good, but because we didn't stick around and say, hey, you want to come back? You want to come buy something else? You bought some lotion last time. Now I got some eyeshadow. I mean, you got your hair locked and styled last time. Let me restyle it and dye it. Like that's the idea of a sales funnel in a nutshell. But the mindset that I had to tap into was I deserve sales. I can't be scared to ask. Everybody's not going to say yes, but I have to retain people. And this type of mindset and stuff requires you to be in your business every day. Not none of that, oh, I'll get to it when I can get to it. Missing out. People who use their day job excuse, and I say this because I love a day job and I've done it. People who use it as an excuse, I mean, they're just not ready. I mean, it just is what it is, right? Because this is the type of stuff that moves the needle. Because when we're solopreneurs and we start doing content, I've seen this time and time again. I've been doing this for years. When we're solopreneurs and we start doing content, we're just so enamored with the fact that we're on a flyer, we're on a reel, like we're just watching ourselves in our stories over and over and over again. Just so mentally disconnected from the fact that we need people's in sales that is truly mind blowing. Denisha said, Deb is definitely not afraid to ask. I love it. No, because I know what people need and I believe in my solution. I know what happens firsthand when a woman has struggled to be consistent and she comes and locks in inside the Conquer Club. It's a life changing for her, life changing for her kids, life changing for her self esteem, life changing for the fact that when she on lunch break, she got a few dollars today. She ain't scrambling through apps trying to find what's free. I know what's real. I've seen it firsthand. I know what happens when a woman has felt disconnected from every single coach she has had and she talks to Deb. I've seen it firsthand. Literally had women on their floor in tears praising God for me, baby. So I won't be afraid to ask or say the price. And I still will be happy if you say you don't have it and you need to wait. I'm here for that too. Y'all know. If you've ever been connected to me, you know, oh, you ain't got it. Okay. I see you on live tomorrow. Because what did I say? If you want to build something that's sustainable, where people are going to stay, they're going to buy, you have to create an environment that when they come and latch on to you, they have somewhere to stay. And that ain't just seeing you post once a day. I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not active selling. That's not actively keeping me. That's like having a man that just send me a text message once a day. You ain't took me on no dates. You ain't asked me on no questions. You ain't asked me have I ate. This is the big, big, big difference between actively selling, having a sales funnel, getting organized on the back end, following up with people. The big difference between that and posting and hoping. Big difference, okay? But this is something that we can add to scheduling all of this content. This is the type of stuff that can move the needle. She said, so true. Yeah. She said, loud, I'm late every day. Oh, friend. I'm sorry, girl. Okay, so tonight inside the Conquer Club, I was just saying the same thing. She said, I can't wait for the call tonight. Me neither. This is why I'm so fired up and excited about what we're doing inside the Conquer Club this Tuesday. So if you're not inside the Conquer Club and this is resonating with you, you need to DM me the word May. Okay, because this May, what I'm going to do inside the Conquer Club is I'm actually going to do a completely transparent tour of how I keep all of my stuff in one place with the Conquer Club. Okay. So I have my stuff set up. Um, it's very, very, very dynamic, but I have it built for a solopreneur. Okay. Y'all know we got Monday.com certified this year. So they trust the template and boards that I've built to help women who are solo like me keep track of creating content, leads, and follow-ups. Okay. I love the consistency of the content, but if you ain't pitched to nobody and follow up with nobody, I can guarantee you're probably Googling right now how to get more sales. I see people with fire content. I've been there before. Fire content, going live, showing up. That's not the battle for most of us. It's the fact that we don't ask often because we're too afraid of the rejection of sales. And then we don't follow up. And if we do follow up, we don't follow up timely. We don't follow up often. Okay. These are the type of things that I want us to abandon in our business and we navigate to something different for the month of May and see how it changes the rest of 2025 for you. Okay. So y'all know it's a hot Conquer Club summer. We are organized and outside. We're going to be focusing on how to make sure you have systems, right, that complements your content. So that's what we're going to be kicking off this May inside the Conquer Club. We'll be doing co-working. Our Conquer Hour is always the third Tuesday so that you can actually implement it. I'll be there. Y'all know during Conquer Hour, you can come in the breakout room with me and get some advice. This is a space where women truly thrive. And it's not just about planning content or learning the next biggest strategy. Okay. A lot of us have a lot of stuff today that we just can leverage for real. She says, I've been thinking of using Monday for my coaching business. Got to get in there, get in there and play around to see what all it offers. Oh, it's so good. I love Monday.com because it can be as simple as a Google Sheet or Excel. It can be as simple as that, or it can be as dynamic as some of the other SaaS I've seen on the marketplace. I love it. I've used it for years. I truly have. And when I saw they had an application for partners, I said, girl, let me apply and see what they say. I said, look, then I said, not I got accepted. Not I got accepted. I'm just applying, child. But I was telling them about my program. I was like, look, baby, I got this thing together. I got my stuff hooked up. Okay. I got mine color coded. You ever had a job for like sales where if you like get below the threshold, it like puts it red? Mine is like that. Like if I didn't reach out to it, no, I need to have 100 outreach per week. If I got 88, it's gonna be yellow. If I got 2, it's gonna be red. Like I've got it really, really dynamic because it's just me. I gotta be able to see what's really going on. I can't use like social media as a measure for anything or just sales. I gotta have some meat and potatoes in between, girl. Said nice. Yeah, girl, I love Monday. Now, Denisha, you'll be able to see how I got my Monday set up in Conquer Club this month. So if you see it and it seems like something you really like, then let me know. Because of course I can now I can only offer the ladies inside the Conquer Club with our Monday.com partnership, the affiliate link, so that you get a heavy discount on the product. They actually gifted the product to me for free. Which is amazing. So I can test and add templates and stuff to their app store. Yes, baby. She said, okay. Okay, ladies. So that's what I want us to think about for today with the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. If it was your first time, let me know. If you really enjoyed the content, just tap the screen. This is just week 6 of the show. I really would love to hear what you think. If there's something that you want to hear more about, let me know. I got a lot of topics and stuff planned out. I just get on here and just be talking, child. But I love to hear from y'all the most. So let me know. So, okay. So this month inside the Conquer Club, we are going all in on getting organized. So if you've been thinking about the Conquer Club, you can check it out. Our applications are open for 2025.
Me, the Conquer Club is a sisterhood. I didn't know a lot of these ladies. I have truly made connections, real friendships, bonds. I've cried with these ladies. It elevated my business so much. Just putting a foot on the gas and stomping on necks, like literally. I'm really proud to be a part of this space, and I think this is what entrepreneurs need.
Yeah, so tonight inside the Conquer Club, we'll be doing a kickoff call for May. So everybody come. It's gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be so fun. Denisha, I'll see you. Rashana, I'll see you. Allison, I'll see you. We'll see all of our ladies tonight inside the Conquer Club for us to kick off this behind the scenes. So here on the show, we'll be doing the Yes Factor all this month. So how to conquer more people saying yes to your offer. And then also we have the podcast this month. I actually have some 5-minute masterminds that I'm going to be doing around the Yes Factor. So if you want to tune into that too, you can go see everything on our YouTube channel, all of the past shows, all of the past podcast episodes. But y'all already know the vibes. When y'all wake up tomorrow, make sure y'all conquer something. And I'll see y'all on the show tomorrow, ladies. Have a good Tuesday. See y'all tonight inside Conquer Club.